So family, you know what I've seen is that there are a lot of white people that are defending and saying that they don't have anything to do what happened during the slavery, and it's not their obligation to have any guilt feeling or do anything about it. So in the video of today, I want to give my thought on this topic because this has been going viral on TikTok now for like a week. That white people say this, black people. And so in this video, what I want to say is that white people, the youth, the millenniums, they have a lot to make up for because what their ancestors did. There are a few things that the videos have in common. This is that the youth and the millenniums, the white millenniums, always say we were not living back then, so we don't have anything to do with it. This is something that I have been hearing my whole life. And I think why they don't take responsibility for what their ancestors did. Because we do. You know, if there is something our ancestors did, we take responsibility for it. If this is something they didn't do, we take responsibility for it and we act on it right now. So what is happening is that I believe that there need to come a point that they need to take responsibility for the damage that their ancestors has done. So if they say now, hey, we don't have anything left from it, we don't, because there are a lot of white people that had to work their butt off to accomplish what they have accomplished. You know, this is not for them because there are white people that are really soldiers and they don't like the injustice that has been done. And the history proves it, because if you go check, there were always groups of white people that were standing side by side with the people that were getting oppressed, colonized. And this can be slavery, this can be whatever. But there were always a group of white people. Look like Russia. If Russia was not there, standing behind white people in a lot of cases, maybe there is a big chance that those countries like South Africa and a few other countries also in the Caribbean would still be struggling. But because of the Russian influence, we got the job done, our ancestors. So, but this is something else because we are talking about the Europeans and the Americans, descendants of the oppressors, the colonizers. So what is happening, family? In the video of today, I want to talk about, you know, the responsibility. I want to talk about also how the awareness has increased because of social media. Well, while I'm talking, let me know what you think about what I'm saying and what I'm talking. Do you agree or not? If you not agree, let me know and why. If you do agree, let me know and why in the comment section. So the past 4 years, there has been like an mass awakening happening. People from around the world are awakening. This is spiritual and this is in all elements of life. But also, people are awakening regarding what happened during the slavery, after the slavery, before the slavery. Look with Egypt. They used to say that Egyptians, pharaohs, were white. growing up, they always told us that the pharaohs were white. When I was 11 years, I made a school project about Egyptians. Then I discovered that they were black. And I said, whoa, they were black. What is happening is that because of the social media, we know what is what. We know the past. We know what is happening right now, and we can plan for the future. What has this to do with the youth of the Europeans, the colonizers, and the millenniums? This is not a weakness that what I'm going to say. It's because we are who we are. So what is happening is that let me tell you a story. A few weeks ago, I was talking with a friend of mine. We were talking about how when a black person needs help financially, that there is no one that will help them. Most of the time, they don't have the people to help them because we don't have uncles with $1 million, $2 million, $5 million that they inherited long ago, but it's just sitting there. We don't have those things. So right now, for all the white people, think about the uncle or the auntie that is always helping the family when there is a problem with money. There is a problem with always financial related. They always go to the uncle or the auntie, the old one, the one of 80 years, 90 years. You must ask yourself, where did the auntie or uncle get the money from? Because most of the time, it's not the youth that has the money. It's the elderly people that has the money. So we were talking, and I was saying this, he also agreed. And what really is a little bit annoying is that they don't acknowledge it. You get me? So when they get the funds, why the funds is important is because we are living in a world that is controlled by money. If you have the money, you know, your life will be really way more easier. You can help a lot of people if you're not selfish. You can do a lot of good, just as the bad that you can do with money. So what is happening is that the friend of mine say, and they don't never acknowledge, one, that they got the funds from a family member, and second, they don't even ask the family member where the money comes from. While most of the time, when you hear a person of 80 years, they inherit money, this means it comes from slavery. 99% of the people, Europeans, Americans, when they inherit money, it is from slavery. That's it. So what is happening is that we thought this is really a pity. To give you an example, I know a guy that won the lottery. This guy won millions. But this guy, selfish. He comes, brag about that he won millions, say to me, hey, you know, I've been thinking about you since I won the millions and what you did with your drink and whatever. But not even once he offered, hey, bro, I have took a lot of inspiration from you. You have teach me music. What can I do to help you? Not even once. Matter of fact, this guy borrowed my instruments, my music instruments. I needed to, you know, run after him to get my instruments back. When he brought the instrument back, there were some of them that had broken things. So his group has break things on my instruments, bring it like this, not even make it. This is when one of us get rich. This is what we can expect from our people when we get rich. And you know why? Because it's the first time. We don't have a lot of people in our families that know how to manage big funds. Most of them will become greedy and say, stay away from people. What is happening is that with those people, with the white people, they almost always have one person in the family that knows about finance and knows how to manage it. It's up to them if they will listen, yes or no. But those who listen always follow the same path. Most of them that listen are the people that are talking like this to defend what they have. If you agree, let me know yes or no. So what is happening is that now I want to bring some numbers, because don't forget, I also said that we would never do what they did to us, because we are humans. We will never treat them like they treated us. That's it. Never. What is happening is that don't take our kindness for our weakness, because we are aware. You might ask, okay, what are we aware of? One, America has 336 million people living. 58% are white. 58. So 42 are non-whites. 45 million blacks, Latins, you name it. If we go check the white people, how much they are on earth, I can mention all of it because I wrote it all down. Look at this. I did the research. I wrote it all down. A few pages. But I will not mention it all. I want you to go check yourself. The total amount of white people on earth is not even 900 million. Not even 900 million, and it's declining. Since 2020, there are more white people dying than are being born. So they are now on the path to be exterminated by themselves. Listen, don't leave yet, because this is important for black and white. If there are white people watching, continue watching. You, white people, black people, all of us has been a victim of the same people that are ruling the world right now. The only thing is that if you think that it has hit the black people harder, think again. We were way too sharp because we are the indigenous people, the people that were the first on earth. We were way too sharp. We saw it coming, and we were warning the whole world, hey, what they are doing to us, they are doing to you too. All of us are victims of the same system. All of us. But the future, as it looks like, is that we will survive and the others not. So what is happening is that, come back, white people are not even 900 million on earth. And from the 900 million, there are 150 million, almost 150 million Russians. They are at war with Europe right now. Europe has, the most of the white people lives in Europe. This is 748 million, and this includes Russia. 600 million without the Russians. Spain has almost 60 million. 70% of Spain are black, Northern African, African people, Caribbean, you name it. Caribbean has 44.4 million black people living. Afro-Latin are 130 million in South America. Africa alone has 1.4 billion people living. Only Africa. We are a lot, family. We are a lot on earth. A lot. And still humble. Don't forget this number. We are way more than 2 billion people on earth. Way more. This is why you see black people everywhere. Okay, so what is happening is, the point of this video is that all we want is that they take responsibility for what their ancestors did. What is happening in South Africa, that the indigenous people are taking their land back, it was stolen. So you, even if you have built a skyscraper worth of 1 billion on the land, it's not yours. That's it. It's not yours. It's stolen, and every person that is good in his mind and thinks a little bit should know that if you steal something, there is a big chance that the owner will come for their things. Just like when you are in the West, if someone steals something from you, you will go to the police, and the police will go and get it back. That's it. Don't care. So now it's up to the colonizers' descendants to start think what they are going to do, because the fact is that we are coming back for what is ours. That's a fact. It might take a little bit of time, but we are coming back for what is ours. So they now really need to start thinking about how they are going to do this. The elderly need to start making this good, because or else the youth will be in deep problems. Big problems, because they won't own anything anymore. And because they refuse to make up and acknowledge what happened, it won't get anywhere, because communication is not possible. So this is what I want to say. I love all the people around the world. I love Black people. I love all the people around the world. However, I love being Black, brother. I love that I am from the Caribbean. I love that right now we acknowledge Africa and we are going back. People are building, people are going back. This is not, it's just a message. Just a message. It's up to you to see how you will take it. So family, let me know what you think about the video. Do you think that it's time for them to start acknowledge? Do you think that it's time for them to start taking responsibility? Let me know in the comment section. My thoughts on everything, out.